One of the best business schools in Canada and very highly ranked across the globe. Yes, I'm talking about the Rotman School of Management. So hi everyone, my name is Rohit Jha, and in this video I'm going to talk about Rotman School of Management and how you can actually get into the school. But before I start, please do subscribe to our channel, press the icon on your screen so that you will be notified whenever we'll upload any video on variety of career opportunities, overseas MBA, MIM, MS programs, interviews, as well as on resume. So let me start. I'll just tell you the structure of this video first. So I'm going to talk about three important parameters of the school. Number one will include the program details. Number two, I'll talk about the whole application process, how you can get into Rotman. And number three is why Rotman. So there are 4 or 5 very important aspects of why you should consider this school for your MBA program. So let's start with the first one. Let's talk about the program details a little bit. So it comes from the University of Toronto, and the program duration is around 20 months. That includes an internship of 4 months, and that's a very good opportunity to earn as well as for your future job in Toronto or in Canada. The fee structure, if you talk about the program, is around 120,000 Canadian dollars and around 20 to 25,000 Canadian dollars that will cost you the living expense during the program. If you talk about the batch size, it's around 330 plus, with a good proportion of women representation in the class. Is around 40%, and overall more than 50% students are international students. So that makes it a very good and diverse class. If you talk about the scholarships, so there are a variety of scholarships that are available to the international students. I've listed down a few of the scholarships, and that's particularly for international students. The resources are mentioned in the description. You can check out all the details. There are a lot of scholarships available. If you talk about the average age, that's around 27 for this particular program. And there are a lot of loan opportunities as well for international students. It comes under the Prodigy Finance list as well, so you can connect with Prodigy for loans without any collateral. So there are a lot of good things about this program. Next is your application process. Now the application process starts every year in August. So the round 1 starts from August and it goes up to April till the subsequent year. Now it's very important that you should apply as early as you can, because that's very important for the scholarships, because most of the scholarship that they offer to the international students, that's in round 1 and round 2. So round 3 and 4, even if you apply, you might get an admit, but it's very difficult to get a scholarship in round 3 and 4. So now let's talk about the application process. What exactly you need to get into Rotman. Number one, you need to have a bachelor's degree with a minimum GPA of 3. You can check your equivalent if you are from a different country apart from Canada. So they have a list of all the international countries. You can check and convert your GPA, but minimum GPA will be 3 for all of you. That's for bachelor's degree with 3 GPA. Now next is very important, a GMAT or a GRE score, valid score in the last 5 years. If you talk about the GMAT, the range is very big. It starts from almost 580 or 600 till it goes to 780. But if you talk about an average GMAT, it will be around 660 or 670. But still for Indian students, I would say a little higher. You need to get a GMAT score of at least 690 or maybe 700 to get an admit. And for a scholarship, definitely you need more than that. Maybe a 710 or 720 would be a good score to get a good scholarship. So that's about the GMAT score. Now let's talk about the work experience part. Now on their website, and as per the requirement, they do not need any work experience, and they have mentioned this on their website, but they encourage people to have a minimum work experience of 2 years, which is as per the global standard across all the global B schools. They all need a minimum experience of 2 years, but there are people in the batch with no experience as well. There are a lot of exceptions. Of course, if you are outstanding or if you had done great work in your life, definitely you had a great GMAT, good leadership skills, you can go ahead and apply with no experience as well. But for your information, the average batch work experience, if you talk about, it's around 4 years, and average age is 27, as I talked in the program details. So this is about the professional experience that they require. Now another important part is the professional resume. So there are a lot of templates they also offer on their website, but of course you can use any template, but the focus should be on your achievements, not describing more of your job responsibilities. Focus more on your achievements as well as leadership abilities within the organization or within your community as well as with your people. So this is about the professional resume. Now that next comes a very important part, the application essay. So they have an essay plus a video interview. So if you talk about the essay, they have a theme called spike factor. You can take it as an X factor. What extra that you have so that you can contribute to the Rotman community and to the Rotman values. Now, for my personal recommendation, if you see, always try to find something from your personal life, some leadership skills or something transformational which you had done in your life. Present that in the essay format of around 1000 words that they require you to write. And they also need you to put some pictures if you have something really crazy or something really interesting you had done in your life. It could be anything. It could be any transformation in your personal life or maybe in professional life, but prefer the personal part or the leadership part, because most of the work experience part they have seen on your professional CV. So that's why they're looking for something else which is not mentioned on your CV. But of course, I have a separate video I'm going to make on this part, that how you can actually craft these essays. So I'll wait for that video as well. Now there's another element which most of the Canadian schools they have a video interview, and they conduct through Kira platform. And I'll give you all the details in the description, what type of questions they ask, what kind of written assessment they have. So there'll be 2 questions which you have to record those answers, and there'll be 1 written assessment for 10 minutes. So total generally it's around 20 to 25 minutes. So first or 10 minutes maybe for the speaking part, as well as next for the 10 minutes for the writing part. So for most of the questions, again, they'll revolve around your leadership skills and mostly the environment, the industry, the economy, some of the elements what's going on in the corporate world, or maybe some recent happenings across the globe. So they might ask questions with regard to that, or maybe they ask some questions to your life, some challenging situations in life, something which you personally feel, some opportunities you had in the past, something like that. So this is about the Kira interview. Now this is very, very important because they take everything holistically, your essays, your Kira interview, your professional resume, your obviously English language score, and then they'll give you a call for the personal interview. So if this part is done very well, it's very important, and I think the very high chances then you are going to get selected, because obviously the success rate is very high in the next stage. And talking about the English language test, you required a IELTS score of 7 and 6.5 in each band. And for TOEFL also they have, I think, 100 as well as 22 in each band. So that's the English language requirement that they need from your side. Last, of course, is a personal interview stage, and as I mentioned, if you do well in the first part, your work experience, GMAT, your essay, your Kira interview, definitely you're going to get a call. And again, if you do all your research work there, it will be very easy for you to clear the interview part, because in the personal interview, it's the reflection of whatever you have done so far in the previous process. They are going to ask, again, the 3 main areas they're going to focus. One is your work experience, how well you have done there, what kind of projects you have done, what kind of achievements you have, what kind of initiatives, suggestions you gave in your organization. Number 2, they're going to check your leadership skills through variety of situational questions within your organization. Could be conflict management, could be some challenging situations, a tough manager, a tough boss, or how your team defines you or people around you, these kind of questions, leadership and personality. Third, of course, they'll ask few questions maybe on your community involvement, if you have any, and if you have mentioned in your whole process, then definitely they want to touch upon that. And one more element will be your MBA program, your short-term, long-term goals, how Rotman comes into picture and why you have chosen Rotman, how you can contribute to Rotman class as well as to the community. So it's again, all these questions you must have addressed in the previous process while making all the things, while writing your work experience, your professional resume, or even your essay or Kira interview. So if you have done well, again I'm saying, then definitely it's very, very easy for you to go to the next part and get an admit from the school. So this is about the admission process. And now next is very, very important, why you should choose the school. So, and as I mentioned, all the resources I'm going to put in the description. You can check out the description for scholarships and other resources. But let me talk about 5 good reasons why you should choose this school. So why Rotman? Number one, of course, I am not a very big fan of ranking, but of course, when you choose a school, either you choose a top school across the globe, or maybe if you are going in a specific region, then that school should be in top 5 or maybe top 10 in that region. So in both the criteria, if I say it's number 1 ranked in Canada, so it's the best school in Canada, and very highly ranked in across the globe. It's around 50, I think 54 is the recent ranking for this school. So that's a very good reason to choose this school. Number 2 would be very important, is the greater ROI. If you see the fee structure, of course, as compared to the US schools, is still very low. At least 25% difference is there in the overall fee structure. And of course, there are a lot of opportunities of scholarships which are available. So majority of the class gets a scholarship if you present yourself during the whole interview process. So that's very important for you to take care of the ROI. And when you move out or when you graduate, so on an average, if you see the salary, 85% of the class, they get a job within 3 months. Some of them, they don't take it. Some of them, they take the entrepreneurship part. So that's a separate thing. But most of them, they get a job, and the average salary is around 110,000 is the base salary that a Rotman graduate gets. So that's very important. If you calculate the ROI within couple of years, you will be in a great position actually, and the money part will definitely be gone. You can finish all your loans which you have taken. So in that sense, the ROI very strong. I'm talking about it because we have a data we have seen in the past couple of years. We talked to a few alumni as well, and they have mentioned this thing. That's a very strong ROI which you can expect from this program. Now, number 3rd and very important reason is the location. Now, as I always mention in all my posts or in all my videos, for an MBA program, location is the must, or I would say it should be the first criteria. So it's located very central downtown, the Bay Street area, and that's the most commercial capital, you can say, commercial part of the Toronto. So there the chances of there are multiple chances. Number 1, you get to network with a lot of industry people, mentors, experts. A lot of seminars, conferences are going on, so it's very easy for you to access all those resources. Number 3 is very easy to get internships and job opportunities. So if you do good networking, obviously that's very much connected with your job opportunities. And of course, you have a big industry. So always stay close to such cities, commercial capitals. You will definitely get a good job. Even if you go to a lower ranked school in a good city, for example, like New York, London, Hong Kong, or maybe Mumbai, so you will definitely get a job from such cities. So that's why it's very important. So location is another important time in which this school tops the charts. Now the next is very important for your education purpose, the faculty and the research. Now if you see the research ranking and the faculty ranking, it is number 1, and across the globe I'm talking about. It comes in less than top 20 B schools across the globe in terms of faculty and research ranking. So this shows that you're going to get a good quality of education, good quality of learning which you are expecting from an MBA program. So that is why this is also another good reason why you should choose this school. And the last reason is of course not directly related to Rotman, but of course is going to Canada, is the work permit or the immigration friendliness of the country. So if you see a work permit, just after finishing your degree, you're going to get a 3-year work permit, and that's a very good and long time to get settled in any foreign country. And even during your course, based on your visa, you can work for 20 hours a week, and even full-time during the vacations. So I've seen a lot of students, they cover most of their living expenses by just working during the program. So that's again a very good point, I would say, a plus point to go to Rotman or to go to Canada. So these are the 5 reasons why you should choose Rotman. So thank you so much for listening to me. So what we have seen is number 1, program details. Number 2, we have seen the application process. Number 3, we have seen why you should choose Rotman, and all the resources or everything I'm going to put it in the description box. Go and check out. If you need, feel free to connect with us. If you have any questions, you can ask us. Like, share and comment, give your feedback. We'll definitely make better videos and we'll improve as well. So thank you so much again for listening to me and taking our time. Take care and bye-bye.